This is the KF-51 Panther. At first glance, it might look like just another modern tank. Heavy armor, a massive gun, and an intimidating battlefield presence. But the truth is, this machine is far more than that. It's being hailed as a game changer, a vehicle that could redefine the very future of armored warfare. For decades, the world's most powerful armies have relied on tanks like the American M1 Abrams, the German Leopard 2, or the Russian T-90. These machines shaped battlefields from the deserts of Iraq to the plains of Eastern Europe. Yet, despite upgrades, their designs are rooted in Cold War concepts. The KF-51 Panther, however, represents a new generation, a tank built not for the past, but for the battlefields of the 21st century. So what exactly makes the KF-51 Panther so extraordinary? Why has it captured the attention of military experts worldwide? The answer begins with its most powerful feature: firepower. At the heart of the Panther lies its brand new main gun, officially called the Future Gun System, FGS. Unlike the traditional 120mm guns seen on most NATO tanks, the Panther wields a formidable 130mm cannon. This is not just a minor upgrade, it's a leap forward. The gun delivers nearly 50% greater muzzle velocity, allowing shells to travel faster, farther, and with greater penetration power. On the battlefield, this means it can engage targets at ranges of up to 3,500 meters, roughly a kilometer farther than most Western tanks. In real terms, it can eliminate an enemy before they even get a chance to pull the trigger. But sheer power isn't enough. Modern battlefields are complex, and threats come in many forms. This is where the Panther's ammunition flexibility gives it an edge. The FGS can fire a wide variety of shells, from traditional armor-piercing rounds to high explosives designed to devastate infantry or fortifications. More impressively, it introduces programmable fused munitions. These shells can be set to explode at precise moments, whether above trenches, behind walls, or even against low-flying drones. This makes the Panther one of the first tanks in history that can effectively engage both ground and aerial targets with its main gun. Now, some may point out that the Panther carries fewer rounds than older tanks, with storage for around 20 to 30 shells. But here lies another innovation: the autoloader system. While Russian designs like the T-72 and T-90 have relied on autoloaders for decades, most Western tanks stuck to human loaders. The Panther changes that equation. The autoloader reduces crew workload, shrinks the tank's profile, and allows for a blistering rate of fire: 2 shells in just 3 seconds. In an era where the first shot often decides the outcome of a duel, this speed could mean the difference between victory and destruction. Inside, the Panther has 4 crew positions. The driver, gunner, and commander remain, but there is also a 4th seat. This position can be used by a company commander or by a dedicated operator to control advanced systems such as drones or remote weapon stations. In essence, the Panther isn't just a tank, it's a mobile combat node capable of multitasking in ways older designs cannot. Externally, the Panther also introduces new weapons that directly respond to lessons learned from recent wars. For example, mounted on top is the NATO Remote Weapon Station, a 7.62mm machine gun capable of extreme elevation angles. This is no accident. Tanks in Ukraine and elsewhere have suffered heavily from first-person view drones carrying explosives. The NATO is designed to counter this exact threat, giving the crew a defensive tool that older tanks lack. But defense is not limited to drones. The Panther also carries Hero 120 loitering munitions, small drones armed with warheads that can fly for up to an hour and strike targets up to 60 kilometers away. With these, the Panther extends its reach far beyond line-of-sight combat. It can destroy enemy artillery, air defense systems, or command posts without ever exposing itself to direct fire. When it comes to protection, the Panther sets new standards. Beyond advanced composite armor, it introduces the Top Attack Protection System, TAPS, designed to stop modern anti-tank missiles that dive onto the roof of armored vehicles. This is a direct response to weapons like the American Javelin or the Turkish Bayraktar drones, which have proven devastating against Russian tanks. Combined with the rosy smoke system, which can blind enemy sensors by blocking infrared and laser targeting, and explosive reactive armor panels, which explode outward to neutralize incoming rounds, the Panther is built not just to fight, but to survive. Yet, survivability today isn't only about armor, it's also about information. The Panther is the first NATO tank built entirely on generic vehicle architecture, NGVA, a digital backbone that allows easy upgrades and modularity. In practice, this means it can integrate new weapons, sensors, and electronic systems far faster than older tanks. In a rapidly evolving battlefield where drones and AI are changing warfare by the year, this adaptability could be its greatest strength. This digital suite transforms the Panther into a command and control hub. It can operate reconnaissance drones, share live battlefield data, and coordinate with allied units in real time. Imagine a tank that doesn't just fight, but also sees and directs the battle around it. That's the Panther's vision. Mobility is another area where the KF-51 impresses. Despite its heavy armor and advanced systems, it weighs 59 tons, lighter than the American Abrams at over 70 tons. Powered by a 1,500 horsepower diesel engine, it boasts a power-to-weight ratio of 25, making it one of the most agile tanks in its class. It can climb steep 60-degree slopes, ford rivers, cross trenches, and reach speeds of 70 kilometers per hour. For a tank of its size, that is remarkable maneuverability. All of these features combined make the KF-51 Panther not just another addition to the arsenal, but potentially the most advanced main battle tank of the 21st century. On paper, it outperforms Russia's T-72, T-80, and even the futuristic T-14 Armata. But the Panther's story doesn't end with technology, it's also about strategy. Rheinmetall, the German company behind it, has already struck deals to build a factory in Ukraine, aiming to produce up to 400 Panthers per year in the near future. Hungary has also invested in prototypes, signaling strong European interest. By 2035, Rheinmetall envisions 500 to 800 Panthers in active service across Europe, eventually replacing the Leopard 2 entirely. If these ambitions are realized, the KF-51 Panther will not only become Europe's primary battle tank, but could also redefine armored warfare globally. With its blend of firepower, survivability, digital integration, and mobility, it represents a new vision of what a tank should be in the modern age. The KF-51 Panther is not just another tank, it is a statement. A machine built to dominate the battlefield, withstand the threats of modern warfare, and usher in a new era of armored power.